Hello and welcome back to my channel. So, yeah. I am now halfway through my pregnancy with baby number 11. If you've never seen this face before, my name's Katherine Murphy. I live with my lovely husband Ben in Melbourne, Australia. And together we currently have 10 children. So the current ages as I film this of my children are 18, 16, 15, 13, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, and 3. And like I said, I'm halfway through my pregnancy with baby number 11. And it is a beautiful sunshiny day, and I just thought this was a good opportunity to have a bit of a chat, let you know what's happened during the first half of my pregnancy. Clearly, I'm not a first-time mother, so when I was a first-time mother, I probably was more like counting each day and noting each symptom, but now I am older and wiser, and I am very relaxed and fine with many things in life. So that's where I am with this baby. So I will give you a brief snapshot of what's happened so far during this pregnancy. I will also answer some questions that I've been asked, and I will show you my very petite, tiny, barely noticeable stomach. So yeah, to start with, the biggest, guys, in life we all have things that we're like sensitive about and that trigger us and bother us. So two main things that bother me are when people express disappointment that I'm having a baby, and people who ask if the baby was a mistake. I paused for a few seconds just so you could think about that. How it would feel to be the recipient, so I'm the person having the baby, to have people who express non-positive feelings, and also have people whose first question is, was this a mistake? They're not like the best vibe for me. I don't even talk like that. I don't know why I said vibe, but yeah. So no, this baby was not a mistake. My husband and I obviously are happily married, and we're still intimate with each other, and I find it amazing how so many people have so many personal questions that they want to ask me. And I'm like I said, I'm easygoing and I'm willing to answer questions and stuff like that, but often I think people will ask you questions just because they want to get information, not because they actually really care. So yeah, I never ask people personal questions about their sex lives or no. So no, the baby was and is not a mistake. Yes, a complete and total surprise. That is only because all of my other babies very close in age. I guess I just thought maybe I'm old now and I'm not going to have any more babies. And God had other plans for us. And I actually feel really emotional about it, because if it were our plans, mine and my husband's, we would have sold this house and we would have moved either internationally or to another state in Australia. But I'm having a baby, so now I'm stuck in some respects here until I have the baby. And that just goes to show us that, sometimes God has other plans for us. And the fact that right now, inside of my stomach is a baby boy or baby girl. Who is that little person? What amazing life will they live? What an amazing person they will probably be? We don't know. So it's like the mystery, like this baby is meant to be here. And we're all very excited to have another new little baby in the house. Yes, that was a very long way of answering that first question that I don't really like, which is, was it a mistake? Basically, my pregnancy has been fairly straightforward. I did find out in my first ultrasound that, and I'm gonna have to look up words and add them to the screen later, but basically the bag that the baby sits in, it's like two bags that then come together to make a really strong bag that the baby is in. I had a big gap between the two bags and they hadn't come together like they should have. This meant that the doctor told me that I had to rest for 6 weeks. And do nothing strenuous and not get my heart rate up and not lift anything and, you know, just pretend like I didn't have any other kids, basically. It was very difficult. I had to be constantly reminded by my children and my husband to sit down and relax and not do things, and I was a good girl. But the reason why the doctor wanted me to rest and be really cautious was because with the bags separated like that, there is a risk that the baby could kick through and get a limb, a hand, foot, the umbilical cord, anything could like sort of go through the hole and then the hole would close back over. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I don't know many doctory things, but I know that my obstetrician, who is a very wonderful, very good man, he really wanted to err on the side of caution. So I chilled out for 6 weeks and the problem had resolved itself. So in most cases, you'll go back for another ultrasound and it'll be just one bag and everything will be great. He has told me now that I can just behave cautiously, but as if this is just a normal pregnancy. Yeah, so I've just been enjoying life. I've been doing lots of different things. I've basically completed a quilt in that time. I have just enjoyed being at home. I have read so many books. I have read so many books. I've enjoyed being at home. I love being around my family. I just got this feeling. I was just kind of like, my stomach looks big. I went to the supermarket or somewhere, got a pregnancy test. In the video that you saw, I did the one pregnancy test. It immediately showed positive. I just do one test. I do one test. If it's positive, I eventually call my doctor, I book in, and I see my obstetrician, and then I have the baby, and then I live to tell the story. So that's it. That's basically it. I have felt tired at times. So almost every day, or especially if I know I have to be out late in the evening, I will have a nap. It is a timed nap for 1 hour. And I have found for this pregnancy that I have had maybe collectively 20 minutes of morning sickness. I just don't really get morning sickness. Nothing else has really changed. I feel like I've gained 797 kilos, but I have learned, this is going to blow some of your minds, right? We all have bodies. I know. We all have bodies. There's far too much focus on being fat, thin, looking bad, letting yourself go, looking great, blonde hair, blue eyes, tanned, big chest, skinny legs equals beautiful. I don't know. I just think that there's too much emphasis on it, that if I'm gaining weight naturally through being pregnant, that I'm then suddenly like, oh my goodness, I look like a very bad sack of potatoes. Like, I'm trying to give myself grace. So, I don't know, it's been a really long journey. Who knew that it would take me being pregnant with my 11th child for me to sort of work out that everybody has a body. You try to do the best you can to look after your body. I do not promote being absolutely English, Katherine. English. Absolutely incredibly obese that you can't actually function and you start getting health problems because of excess weight. But it's what happens when you have a baby, you gain weight. It's just part of the journey. It's not like very exciting, is it? So it's just like I only got bigger. Oh, this is the thing that I found weird. So in one of my previous videos, you would have noticed that my hair was very curly. So somewhere along the way, I don't know, hormones or whatever, in between having my youngest child, James, and until recently, my hair was getting curlier and curlier and curlier. I ended up, regretfully, cutting my hair off because I hadn't had a haircut in a couple of years, and I'm like, yeah, I should get like a curly girl cut. And then I got pregnant and my hair has like a little bit of a wave, but my hair is not curly anymore. Like, yeah, it's got like a, but that could be because of how it's cut. If you can see it on the whiteness. So that is strange. Like, I've heard about this happening during pregnancy. I've never had it happen until now, but my hair has changed. So stay tuned to when I have the baby to what my hair looks like. So this is completely my natural hair color. I don't have any hair dye or anything. So if you're following this channel for beauty and fashion advice, I can only give you beauty. Yeah, so we're very excited. Yeah. As far as my wardrobe, for while I'm pregnant, I am wearing very few things. That sounds bad. That sounds like I'm not wearing clothes. I have 2 official maternity t-shirts. This is one of them, both from Target. I have this dress, which is non-maternity, but I still fit into it. I have 2 pairs of tracksuit pants that I just wear when I walk in the mornings. All the rest of my clothing has been packed away. I usually get back into somewhat of a pre-pregnancy shape a year after I have a baby. So let's hope for that. In the meantime, I don't need all my pre-pregnancy clothes hanging around just being there. I don't imagine until I really can't manage to fit into things anymore. Like, it's very hard to do up my jacket in the morning. I'm just hoping the weather will get warmer and I won't need to bother with a jacket. I might buy maternity clothes near the end of my pregnancy. I don't know. Just wait and see. If I buy anything amazing. Oh, actually, don't look up my skirt. I bought maternity stockings. I thought this was like, really? I was wearing my regular stockings until like 2 weeks ago. I felt like I was being sawn in half. Like, it was so restrictive and terribly uncomfortable that I went and bought for $18 maternity stockings. So they pull all the way up to the top of my belly. They're very comfortable. They've honestly saved me from having to spend any more money because I can wear my linen skirts, which are there. I have 3 linen skirts. Yes, the elastic's pretty tight on my belly. I can pull it right over my belly or underneath, but whatever. It's just not that much of a big deal to me. Do I have anything else I need to tell you while you're here? I will be having another cesarean. So I have had 10 cesareans. And if you're going, wow, or I thought you could only have 3, I've heard it all before. I have been very fortunate. I have been cleared every single time by my obstetrician to have more babies. He has never said, do not have any more, but I heal very well. It's through the trifecta. So the first is I have an incredibly good surgeon. He's very, very good. Second is I have an incredibly good, very, very good husband who helps me to rest after I have a baby. I don't lift anything after I have a baby except the baby. I don't lift older children. I don't drive for 6 weeks. I don't do anything strenuous for 6 full weeks. That's so important. Like, I remember when my kids were younger, because I had my first 2 children only 15 months apart. So obviously I still had a little baby. We set up a stepladder and he learnt to climb in and out of his bed with a stepladder. I would change his nappies sitting on the ground so that I wouldn't have to lift or worry about things at all. I survived, okay? I survived. We will not be finding out the gender of the baby. I will not be advertising when exactly I'm having the baby. I will share with you more updates if I have other things to share, or if you have questions, if you want to know things like tips for caesareans, I'm your man, or what I have for my baby, or what I'm packing in my hospital bag. I might do those kind of videos. Otherwise, I just continue on doing the next thing. I am busy with my children and I enjoy doing life with them. And now I will somehow, in my very small bedroom, show you my stomach. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below. I did want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much to everybody who commented on my announcement video. It was very nice to get warm wishes, mostly from total strangers. Listen, I'm the kind of person who just kind of thinks that everybody's my friend. Whether or not you want to be, that's just the way I am. So it was very nice to read all the congratulations. I'm sure lots of people were surprised. I'm not planning on telling very many people in real life. And I definitely plan on telling all the people who will be as excited and happy as we are about this new little baby coming. And I think that's it. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate all of you. Feel free to subscribe, feel free to comment or interact in some way. I have learned, and I never even really thought heaps about this, but YouTube equals engagement with your videos being worth being watched, right? I'm just like a regular housewife living in Australia that would love for her YouTube channel to grow and be successful one miraculous day. So that means I need to get way better at responding to comments. I don't know why, I just get writer's back stage fright, or I don't know. So I'm improving slowly but surely, and you may even get some reply on a video that you commented on 6 months ago. Who knows? The price might be right one day. I have to admit though, I'm pretty busy. So I need to just find that time to just sit down and reply. But I do read all of your comments. I appreciate it very much. And yeah, that's it. That's officially it. I've really got to go. So I hope you're well. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.